Because I don't know how many people are gonna show.
If people come late, that's fine. You could do it if you want. Do you know how to turn the music off?
Yeah, I know how to turn it off.
Good morning and welcome to a high energy Sunday. I think it's because it's that time in between time. It's not Thanksgiving and it's not Halloween. It's Diwali. So we're glad that you have so much good energy and we're going to use it to stand as you are willing and able to sing 361 if you need it. But you don't really need it because it's enter, rejoice, and come in. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in, and then we'll just keep going. 361 if you'd like to take a peek. We're going to clap too. Open your hearts, everyone. Open your hearts, everyone. Today will be a joyful day. Sonu? So today we have a very special service, and our friend Fanny, who is Sonu's daughter, blessed many of you as you came in. And Diwali was celebrated October 27th this year, but we are honored to have Sonu help us lead us into understanding about Diwali. And Sonu actually is really familiar with this place, because she runs a school here in the summer for children to teach them about Hindi culture and reading and song. And so she's going to be co-leading the service with us and bringing some very authentic elements in. So you can stand here if you like, or you could sit here for a second. So I have announcements that I'm going to draw your attention to, and if you are a visitor today, we would like to welcome you. If this is your first time here, let me tell you that today is a special ritual and celebration. Every week is a little different. Next week we'll be talking about the topic of nostalgia. and we'll have some special music in addition to that next week. If you are a newcomer and this is your first time, if you would be so kind as to stand up and introduce yourself and tell us where you heard about us. Most people hear about us on the internet, but sometimes people still talk person to person, so that might have happened too. So do we have any first-time visitors? Hi.
My name is Greg. This is my first time in 10 years. I guess I counts as the first time visitor.
Well, welcome back. Hi, Greg.
I'm Jack, and I live with my grandma.
Great. Where did you hear about us, Jack?
My grandma.
Oh, good.
I found your location online, and you got a good recommendation for my friend that goes to church in the Rochester area.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you. Anybody else? Yes.
I'm Anita, and my daughter was here at the daycare, and I came to know we were celebrating Diwali,
Oh, I'm glad to meet you, and we're lucky that your daughter provides such nice nursery care for our little ones. Yes.
I'm James, and I'm here with my wife Bridget and our 4 kids, and my mom, Barb, invited us.
Oh, okay. Well, Barb, I didn't think Barb had children this old. So I'm sure you were adopted later. Yeah.
Actually, I'm very young.
Oh, well, I knew it was some kind of age confusion. I just didn't know. And that's my responsibility, not yours. Well, welcome to all of you. We have coffee hour immediately following service, and there are bagels, and there's one table that if you are new to Unitarian Universalism or this congregation, you may want to sit at the visitors table. Sometimes we have somebody from the membership committee that can answer different questions, etc. We have many announcements about what happens in this community in the order of service. In addition, this is the time to start thinking about a special date on our calendar is December 8th. It will be All Music Sunday, and it's also this year going to be a fundraiser. It's going to be a silent dessert auction. And so tasty treats are made by some of you, and you bring that dessert, hopefully covered with something, so that it's ready to transport, and you bring it on the 8th. All items are going to start at $10, and so there will be a sheet of paper under your item. Let's say you brought brownies, and somebody said they wanted to pay $10 for your brownies. And then somebody else will say, I want to pay $12 for the brownies. And then all of a sudden, you're donating to a good cause of paying more. Yeah, $450 for brownies. But it's a good way for us to have a fundraiser, share sweet treats, and get some practice in for your holiday baking. Are there any announcements? Yes, Libby. Any other announcements after Libby? And I just want to brag about Libby because Libby is still recuperating from her surgery, but she was clapping during the song.
Because it's one of those songs that's just so nice to clap during. Y'all remember the bottle cap project? Yeah. Well, it's almost over. George Rourke is going to drive to Indiana on Wednesday and get our benches, take the bottle caps away, and get our benches, and come back on Thursday. He's going to need some strong backs when he gets here on Thursday, to which, I don't know, it's going to be someplace between 4 and 8. He'll have a better idea once he hits the road. So if you think that you can help move benches, because the benches are about 250 pounds and George can't do it on his own. Pardon? I'm sure that he used to be able to, but probably suggested that he'd like some help. So please let me know or George know that you're up for that. Thank you very much.
And then you'll arrange the scheduling after you connect with Libby or George. Hi, Jamie.
Hello.
Hi, my name is Jamie, or James. So we got two announcements. This Thursday from 7 to 9 downstairs in Adams Hall, you can come draw with us for a live model sketch class. So from 7 to 9 p.m. in Adams Hall, we'll have a live model. We'll sit down and we'll draw. There's plenty of art materials if you don't have any, but if you want to come draw, that'd be great. If you need any more information about that, come see me or Hope. And this Saturday is our monthly board game night from 3 p.m. to 7-ish, also downstairs in Adams Hall. If you need daycare for that specific event, come let me know or Nathan know, and we'll take care of it. All right?
And other announcements are listed in your order of service. So as you walked in today, you might have noticed at the front door by the double doors, there was a special drawing that Sonu drew for us, and that's called a rangoli. And a rangoli is usually created out of flower petals.
Anything green.
Anything green, anything
Green or
colorful. Sometimes people use colored rice or seeds. We used chalk. But the way I want you to think about this entire service is, yes, Diwali is a Hindu ritual and a very special holy holiday for Hindus. But there are elements that translate to what we all do. And if you think of the rangoli as a special threshold that you walk over as you enter into a different space, sometimes for a special gathering such as this, but each of you pays attention, or you might pay even more attention now, to the threshold in your home. So as people walk up to your door, what do they see? Do you put a lot of decorations, or is it just the beautiful nature? Do you have a little carpet that has a special message on it? And as you walk in, what happens as people walk in? What is your rangoli? What is your threshold as you welcome people into your special private space? And so when you start thinking of some of these things in that way, they're very applicable. And you've already been creating thresholds, but you may not have thought about how important they are as that space between one time and space and another occurs. And so if you would please join me with the words on page 2 for the rangoli description. As one not knowing that a golden treasure lies buried beneath their feet, may walk over it and again, yet never find it. So all beings live every moment in the city of Brahman. Ultimate reality, universal God, source of all creation, yet never find this efficient, formal, and final cause of all that exists, because the veil of illusion by which it is conceived. So when you think of those words now applied to threshold, just think of what you walk over again and again, sometimes not giving it any thought. So as you move into giving thought to the spaces that you walk into, those very spaces will change meaning because of your attentiveness. And our chalice lighting is on page 3. May our council be common, our assembly common, common the mind and the thoughts of these united. A common purpose has been laid before us, and worship with our common oblation. Let our aims be common, and our hearts be one accord, and all of us be of one mind, so we may will well together. As the words of the Hindu Rig Veda and the light of our flaming chalice guides the way.
Namaste, everyone. You know, the greeting in Indian style is Namaste. So, any auspicious day, any prayers for the Diwali? Diwali is a festival of lights. I'll tell you the story why it is the festival of lights and what is the significance of light in that. But for any prayer in Hindu religion, we will start with the. I know most of you heard about the Gayatri mantra. So if possible, sing with me. Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Tat Savitra Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodhaya. In the yoga, you might have heard this word Om. Om is the only word in the whole universe which purify our body, inner body and soul. Try to speak just Om with me, with a longer sound. Say, you feel that thing. Om. Take out all the bad spirit from your inner body to the out through your nasal. One more time. Om. So I'm starting this now with a little prayer. Some of you may have heard about it. We are doing little prayer for the goddess Lakshmi, for the god, just to bang the door of God palace that we are here to pray you. And after that, I'm going to tell you the story. So let's start. Yeah. You can go there if you want. Oh, shall I start? Yeah. Swami Jai Jagadish Hare भक्त जनों के संकट दास जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे जय जगदीश हरे जो ध्यावे फल पावे दुख बिन से मन का सुख संपत्ति घर आवे सुख संपत्ति घर आवे कष्ट मिटे तन का ओम जय जगदीश हरे मात पिता तुम मेरे शरण गहूँ मैं किसकी तुम बिन और न दूजा प्रभु बिन और न कोई आस करूं मैं जिसकी ओम जय जगदीश हरे तुम पूर्ण परमात्मा तुम अंतर्यामी तुम अंतर्यामी पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर पार ब्रह्म मेरे ईश्वर तुम सबके स्वामी ओम जय जगदीश हरे तुम करुणा के सागर तुम पालन करता स्वामी तो रक्षा करता मैं मूर्ख कल कामी मैं सेवक तुम स्वामी कृपा करो भरता ओम जय जगदीश हरे तुम हो एक अगोचर सबके प्राण पर जगदीश हरे, तन मन धन सब है तेरा, में सब कुछ है तेरा। तेरा तुझको अर्पण, तेरा तुझको अर्पण, क्या लागे मेरा। ओम जय जगदीश हरे, श्री जगदीश की आरती जो कोई नर गावे, प्रेम सहित गावे। कहत शिवानंद स्वामी, कहत शिवानंद स्वामी, सुख संपत्ति गावे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। So this was a little prayer towards the God. What there are 36,000 gods in Hindu religion. So this is a prayer to all together for all the gods. Now we are starting with the story of Diwali. I hope most of you heard about Diwali at least, that is a festival of lights. So there is a very short story about this, though it's written in so many passages, and it is a big book written by in the many old ages, and then improvised as the more facts come in front of the people, so they added it on more. But the short story is, once there was a king, and in old times king has so many wives just to expand their kingdom and this thing. So this king was very humble and nice, has 3 wives. All the 3 wives are very good to him, and the 3 wives has 4 sons. As per the Hindu religion, the oldest of the son is the emperor or the king after that king, after father. But the number 2 wife, though the wives were good to him, but every mother wants their child to be the king. So once when the king was during a wartime, the number 2 wife helped him, because king was on a chariot and one of the chariot wheel was out. And when the wheel is out, one can't drive much. And if king is down, it means it's a clear defeat. So she didn't tell anything because she was sitting behind. So she put her finger under the wheelbarrow. So the wheel must go on, right? So the chariot was going on, and finally king won that battle. And it was a very, very important battle. So king came home and king said, "Why did you do that? I mean, you ruined your whole finger." She said, "No, I'm a queen. It's my duty towards the kingdom. If it's a little finger which saves the whole kingdom, and we won that thing." So he said, "Okay, I owe you something because you did so much for us. So for the kingdom, I owe you something." She said, I want to give you something." She said, right now I'm a king, I'm a queen, and I don't want anything. But when the time comes, I will ask 2 boons from you, right? So now after this, the life goes very happily. And when king announced that after me, my oldest son will be the king, the second queen has a problem. She said, "Now its time has come. I will ask my boon." And then she asked, "Okay, remember you promised me 2 promises to give me 2 gifts. Now it is the time to take this. I want my son to be the king." Here the motherhood comes. She was not mean, but motherhood is motherhood. So she said, "I want my son to be the king, and not only the first thing. Secondly, I want your oldest son has to go to the forest exile for 14 years. 14 years long, which was a clear-cut indication that when my child was king, when my son was king, the oldest of the deserving candidate will be out of the kingdom. 14 years means people almost forget him. So no intervene of the older child. Though king doesn't like this thing, and with this shock, but he promised and he fulfilled the promise. And the oldest son was so nice. He said, "She is a mother for me. If this order was being my own mother, I will fulfill. So she treat me whole life like a mother, so I will fulfill her wish. Because to keep father's word is also my duty. If I deserve a kingdom, then I have to fulfill the father's words also." So anyway, the son with his wife and another brother, because there were 4 brothers, one is announced king. He went out for another brother living in forest, but eventually he was a king, and his wife was really, really beautiful. And there was a more powerful king, knows that this king is in the forest living for 14 years. He changes disguise and kidnap his wife. That was a very intelligent king. After India, you see in the map Sri Lanka, a very small country. He was the king of there. He changed a disguise of a deer, a golden deer. Wife saw that deer. She said, "I want that deer." And somehow they manipulate things in such a way that the husband and husband brother is out of the home, and he kidnapped the beautiful queen, the wife. He took him, and he wanted her to marry him. But she said, "No. You do whatever you want to do, you kill me or whatever, but I am not going to marry to you." So the things will go on, and then when the husband and the brother-in-law came back home, they said there is no queen. So they went out, they find, and then eventually they with some friends on the way in the forest, they make an army. You might have seen a monkey god in the Hindu religion. With the help of monkey god, because there was a big ocean between India where the king was there and where the wife was there. There's a big ocean. To make on ocean, they make a bridge. So on the help of monkey army, they went to that where the wife was there kidnapped. They went there. They had a big fight, biggest fight in the Indian history. They had a fight, and they killed that the Sri Lanka king, right, who was actually more powerful. But the only thing is his attitude towards the woman was not correct. Otherwise, he was very intelligent person. But he didn't touch that the lady. He really wanted him to marry him. So, but she didn't agree to marry. So anyway, the fight happened, and in that fight, the king died. The whole kingdom was burnt because he was so rich that his kingdom was made out of pure gold. So they burn and gold melted, so everything is gone. So God bring the wife and the brother back. By the time 14 years are also over, during this fight and all this process. So when the day they were coming back home, obviously when everyone is happy, you lit candles, right? But in India, candles are not in the part of the religion. That day was actually no moon night. It was completely dark night. There were no lights here. But people got the news that the king is coming back after 14 years with the wife and the brother. So they light the candle lights to give the